This is an extremely important issue. As has been said, is causing untoward problems and difficulties and stress and anxiety for students and their families. It should not be the case. Students should not have a brutal distraction to their studies such as this. They should not fear the wrath of their colleges, as has been explained. They should be enjoying the facilities and services within their respective colleges. The body to set up to deal with the new applications, I know, must be somewhat culpable, but not at all to the same extent as the Minister with responsibility in this area. My colleagues and I have been receiving numerous representations from student constituents, and our efforts to elicit answers, to elicit explanations and solutions are falling on deaf ears, whether by means of correspondence with Susie or the Minister's office itself. Minister, we as a party, no more than anyone else, are in the process of preparing an alternative budget to that which your government will produce. We acknowledge that the gap between income and expenditure must continue to be closed. And we as a party, for example, have passed budgets in recent times closing that gap by the tune of €20 billion, with one budget taking out €8.5 billion in one swoop. And those decisions and necessary adjustments left you, Minister, and your colleagues under no illusion as to the task that lay ahead of you should you enter into government. And when we propose our alternative budget, we will seek to have adjustments which is fair and progressive, and ones which will prioritise areas for protection such as education, enterprise, disabilities and mental health. But you and your colleagues, Minister, prior to the last election, gave the public the distinct impression that there was an easier way and a softer way. You gave the impression that education would be prioritised, it would be protected and cushioned against any cuts. But independent observers made the comment after last year's budget that it was neither fair nor progressive, and it definitely did not prioritise education. How could it have? For it cut rural schools, it cut 2, 3 and 4 teacher schools, it cut DESH schools, it cut special needs assistance hours, it cut career guidance counsellors, it cut foreign language initiatives in primary schools. And in addition to that, of course, you reneged on the infamous Trinity pledge in relation to fees at registration. Minister, it's not too late to act in a case of damaged limitation exercise at this stage. And you should do now what you should have done in the first place last June when you announced it. Adequately staff this body, adequately train that staff, and adequately fund it to do its job for which it was set up to do. And if you do that, you'll be correcting what has become a colossal cock-up and allow students to concentrate on student life rather than waiting for Santa Claus to deliver a grant to their pockets come Christmas. Finally, it's rumoured, Minister, in great circles around here, that both yourself and Minister Hogan aspire to commissionership in Brussels. If that is the case, and it may not be, the pair of you are going about it in the right way, I can tell you that much. But the unfortunate thing about that is, it's having an effect on students and homeowners. And the most unfortunate thing about that is, he can't appoint a Perry for a Margaret, and I commend the motion.